Hey guys, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Now, last episode, we speedrun a little bit. Speedrun? What is the post of speedrun? We ran with speed through a certain section of the Cathedral of the Deep because we wanted to get somewhere quickly because I was running out of time for the episode and wanted to make some more progress. I promise you didn't miss much, and we'll see a lot of that area again soon, actually, because we kind of have to revisit it from a different angle. If we want to get to a certain secret area. I was about to say super secret, but it's not that secret. Alright, so we're back up here. We're going to come back in here and kill these guys, because we can, just so you guys can get an idea of who these dudes were before I ran through. As you can see, they are sorcerers of defiable variety. I guess they're like pyromancer faith casters. Also got this thing which I can pick up, but that there is a trap, so you pick it up and you back off. There's also a couple of things outside, but then kind of not worth it. I think it's mostly just junk. Right, so we would have seen this guy already if we had stopped at the balcony that's kind of past this thing that's right here. There's a balcony right behind that structure there in the distance, and we would have seen this dude had we gone slower. This is a giant, and he's going to wake up. There we go. And we are just going to run through. No stopping. Well, maybe we'll stop a little bit to pick up these things, but mostly we're going to just try and run through. Take a hit here and there. But get on through to the other side. We could fight the giant where he is right now, but it's more dangerous to fight him there than it is to fight him in a certain other circumstance, which we will do. Right, so we're kind of behind all that now. We do have, you can see them, there's one hanging on the side there, one assassin, and there's another one on this side here, and there's one on the roof. So we kind of just want to wake them up a little bit. Hey you! I suppose what I could do actually. Oh, this one wants to wake up. And that one wants to wake up. Come here, buddy. And that one. Ooh. It can be a little tricky and stand outside your swing range a little more than I like. I don't like the assassins. They're very easy once you hit them, but I guess it's just a little bit easier to make mistakes with those guys. Right. We're getting our torch out because... You gonna drop down? No. Alright, I didn't set it off. Back to sword then. That's a slime. They don't take a lot of damage to anything, really, and we're going to ignore this ladder here. They don't take a lot of damage to anything, really, except fire. And there's some slimes later on that are even immune to fire, so they're a little bit annoying. This is a mimic, and we do have to fight you. You can see it breathing. Wonder if I have any undead hunter charms. I do. Hang on. Gotta remember how I do things. There we go. Alright. Undead hunter charm. Okay. And throw one down. It goes to sleep. Well, we can take whatever's in it right now. There we go. It also lets me get the jump on it. I was going to be able to get the jump on it anyway, but I get a few more swings because it has to do this whole yawn and get up thing. That's the one you have to avoid, as I'm sure I've shown you before. down it goes. Cool. Alright, Mimic dealt with. What else do we have to deal with here? We meet a new enemy up ahead. I think this is the first time in the game we actually meet our first large soldier type enemy. I'm not entirely sure though. I think so. I guess the Black Knight counts, which I didn't show you guys, but it's back in the Path of Sacrifices. Hey buddy! He's gonna shield bash me. I'm gonna backstab him. Try to circle on his weapon side. Two backstabs and he's gone. Good, good. I did take a hit there that I unfortunately would rather have not taken. Now, this room's funny. You think, well, it's a large room and there's an item on the other side. But up here, very weird cat spider thing which we want to attract. There it goes. Alright, hello weird cat spider thing. And that would normally get me. But I knew it was there. Such is knowledge. I'm going to change to this. And cheap it to death. Although, I don't think I'm going to do particularly well and do all that much damage to it. I do have some heavy bolts, which will do some more damage, but... my character is not built for crossbows, so this is a very slow and painful process, I'm sorry. Oh, can we get in there? No. Alright. Was worth a shot. And I didn't mean to do that. Well, goodbye, Undead Hunter's Charm. I was actually trying to remember how to change the bolt type. There we go. Got there in the end. No. Change the bolt type. Yeah. Sorry, it's trigger. Right trigger is the second type of bolt that you have equipped. Right button is the first type. Just had trouble remembering that. Remember, last episode, Rusty coming back to a game. Let me finish this guy off with a sword. Whoa! I say and then almost die. That's fine though. Gross! We killed that in the cheapest fashion possible, but that's fine. I would rather not have to tangle with it, to be honest. Oh, one thing I should probably do before I continue any further is make sure I am embered up. Great. Because we have another NPC invasion coming up if you are embered. If you're not embered, then you don't get invaded by NPCs. Pretty simple. Somewhere around here, once I walk out, I should have a certain someone. Say hello, there's another giant. Here it comes, Longfinger Kirk. Hey buddy. How you doing? Longfinger Kirk has some pretty cool armor. It's Thorn's armor. Oh, oh, nice. I thought I was being tricksy, but the NPC was more tricksy. As you can see, because of the Thorn's armor... come on! Because of the Thorn's armor, Longfinger Kirk will actually do a considerable amount of damage to me when I hit and get blocked. No thank you. Oh man, I'm useless at this. Come on! Much better. Alright. Pity I'm on my last flask now. Also, if Longfingerkirk rolls into me, I take damage and get knocked around. Okay. Should be able to get you with that. No, not quite. And no, I'm not falling for it. There we go. Alright. That went just fine. We get the barbed straight sword and the spiked shield, so let's take a look at those. Our reward for being embered and defeating them. Let's remove this because I was fat rolling during that fight, which didn't help. Barbed sword. Sword of Longfingerkirk, the infamous Knight of Thorns. The sword is sword's blade is lined with countless deadly thorns. The thorns of the ominous weapon induce heavy bleeding. Stance. While in the stance, use normal attack to break a foe's guard from below. Strong attack to slash upwards with a forward lunge. And the shield. Oh, didn't have to leave that for the shield. Dang it. Me. Come on. Here we go. Shield of Longfingerkirk, the notorious Knight of Thorns. The surface bristles with thorns. Its vicious design makes it an effective weapon, and its thorns can inflict heavy bleeding on those unfortunate enough to be struck. So now we're just missing that cool armor that Longfinger had. Hey you, I want to beat you up. This guy is a Zweihänder, which, if you don't speak German, just means two-hander. It has a really cool name until you learn what it means. I found that, actually, as an English speaker, learning that about a lot of German names. Like Einstein. Translated to English just means one stone. I called him Einstein. Einstein. Einstein is one stone. And Dr. Klein is Dr. Small. Klein, of course, being a famous physics professor. Along with Dr. Einstein. Anyway, we have found a second door. This door is pretty important because it opens us up to the second door in the chapel, which is handy because I needed to refill my flasks. Right, it's the chapel bonfire. Let's get some Estus back, get our butts up off the ground and keep going. Now there's another door right here which we're immediately going to take, which is another elevator. And this is the part where we kind of revisit the part that I ran through from a different angle. And this elevator is going to take us up to the rooftops. And you remember the annoying crossbowman shooting me from the entrance to the rooftops? Well, now I'm in his tower. So we were over there at one point, right there, where my head is lined up with. We're going to ignore those guys and instead come up this ladder. We're heading toward a secretive part of the Chapel of the Deep. It's not very secret because, well, there's an entire elevator dedicated to it, but it is secret in the way that there is some getting to do. Now, we had a ring. We're probably not going to equip it because we don't use spells. But a ring bestowed upon the deacons of the Cathedral of the Deep allows attunement of additional spells. In the cathedral slumber things most terrible, and as such the deacons require a grand narrative to ensure they do not falter in their duty, a philosophy to ward away the madness beckoned by the grotesqueries at hand. Very poetic way of saying things are dangerous in the Cathedral of the Deep. Cool, so now we're up here. We have an assassin who's going to try and assassinate us, but we will assassinate it. We have a dude down there with a crossbow trying to get at us. He won't be able to get us, though. We have this guy over here patrolling, and this guy who's decided to come out of his little hideaway. Ow. Much better. Right. And we've got another assassin hanging off the edge here. Our friend. Murdered. And that leads into the rafters, which is where we're going, but we're going to deal with this guy first. Hello. Halberdier. Oh. No. Murdered. Alright. Somewhere else we've got more assassins. We're here getting loot, really, which is why we haven't gone in yet. There he is. Hey, friend. Yes, kick. Kick when I don't want to, and don't kick when I do want to. That is the Dark Souls way. Okay, so we do have more assassins hanging off edges here. Where is he? I heard you move. I hear you. I don't see you, though. I don't quite remember. Ow! Ow! Who was that? Don't do that. It's mean. Guys gonna come out yet? Hello? They really don't want to... Okay, fine. I'll pick up the item then. Now. Now what? No? No one? Alright. Fine. Maybe I'm misremembering that particular balcony, but I do remember more assassins than that. We do have this guy. Here's another assassin on my right. There he is. Off you go. And we get a pale tongue. Yes, we keep picking those up. Will soon become divulged why we want them. Although Brienne of Tarth probably won't use them. Brienne of Tarth is more interested in other things. Come here, you. Bounced off the wall, but hit him anyway. That's good. Right. So we have another assassin over here. Come on, you. Got it. And we have another Cathedral Knight with a claymore this time. So, let's hope I don't screw this up. The guys with the claymores are considerably scarier than the guys with the maces, but we'll see how I do. And that's why they're scary, because they pretty much break your guard the moment they hit you. Oh, no, that's bad. Alright. Well, I deserve that. Hopefully, though, the souls go upstairs rather than down. I did fall off and die down there, but who knows. Hopefully the game will be nice to me. Anyway, I'll be back while I get to that spot again. Okay, I'm back up on the rafters. Didn't take too long. It wasn't too punishing. I actually play better when I'm not trying to talk. I think I pointed that out before, though. Alright. Mr. Man with a giant sword. Oh, I forgot about you. That's good. I want to fight Mr. Man with a big sword while we're fighting you. Did some really bad play fighting this guy the first time, but my souls are there. Yoink. Okay. Oh! Oh! No, no shoulder charges. Do not shoulder charge me. Good. That's what we want to see. Ow. 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 Bad man. Bad man. Bad. Bad man. Okay. He's dealt with. So now we can go and pick this up. Blessed gem. Probably won't use the blessed gem, but we've got it anyway. And as with most things, let's take a look at what the blessed gem actually is, shall we? Here we go. A gem of infused titanite, commonly known as charm, kept by saints. Used in infusion to create blessed weapons. Special blessed weapons gradually restore HP and heavily damage reanimated foes. So reanimated foes are pretty much all the humanoids in the Cathedral of the Deep. Any hollow, basically. So assassins, cathedral knights, anybody, and okay, you fall off, that's fine too. Another dude with a sword. Now, if I could kick, these guys wouldn't be so bad, but I am just like the worst at kicking. So I'm just not even gonna... No, please don't knock me off. Do not knock me off, friend. Depending on how I do, and get unlocked on here, you can actually make these guys just wander off by themselves. They end up falling off these banisters, trying to get you. Come on. Make a mistake. I dare you. I double dog dare you. No, you're gonna successfully pathfind around there. Come on, guy. I want to show AI abuse. You have to help me show AI abuse. Yeah, there we go. We missed it, but it happened. So, that's nice. And the last guy over here has a big crossbow and tries to shoot you with his big crossbow, but when you get close, he's one of the mace dudes. Because, as you can see, he has a shield. Hey, dude. Come on. Do what your friend did. I think he did. Yep, he did. So there you go. That's how you deal with those guys. You don't even have to fight them. Right, we want to get onto that platform. That's where we're going. To the land of super secrets. That aren't actually all that secret. Land on here. And now we are on the other side. So you can't see it very well, but just over that banister on the other side is where we were running from the giant at the start of the episode. And now we're on the opposite side of the cathedral. Now, above me are these guys. I think I got one behind me too. Maggot men. Actual maggot men. Not leech men. Hey, bud. Do we have any more on the roof? No, I don't think so. Murder! Right. That gives us this lever, which lets us raise a big wall out of the ground, which lets us cross over to the other side. Isn't that handy? But you'll see, this is the way we are going here. Lots of maggot men on the roof. There's a few on the walls as well. Some of them are actually pinned by giant nails, which is lovely. Hey, how you doing? Hey, friend. Good. You're all gonna come down and say hello. which is what we want. No. There we go. Let's get her. They don't do a lot of damage, but obviously you can be overwhelmed. Are any of you alive? Nah. Okay. Your turn. Good. And you. How you doing? Red Sign Soapstone. Oh, we do have leeches on us, which we don't want. And now we open these set of doors. Which leads us into this, like, other chapel area. So, in here, we will find something pretty disturbing. Lots of, like, child cots. And more cots in the ceiling. Hanging. We've also got this. A new bonfire. This bonfire is very handy for the boss in this area. And the Armor of Thorns from defeating Longfinger Kirk. Which is why I was so adamant to make sure I was embered to have that fight. Because you need to beat Longfinger Kirk in the church before this body has loot on it. And here we meet Rosaria. Very, very, very creepy. Taking care of her children. So, yeah. You can interact with that and sign to the Covenant. I'm not sure. I only seem to be able to read message, touch bloodstain, talk. There we go. Ask to join Covenant. We won't be doing that because that annoys certain people that I don't want to annoy. Because this, Rosaria's Fingers, the PvP faction, which I think I've explained before, but this is where you come to hand in your pale tongues, which we've been collecting, to make Rosaria happy. And as far as I can tell, the idea behind Rosaria's Fingers is not that you're killing to for the sake of killing. You're killing so that people can be reborn as the children of Rosaria. And the children of the Rosaria are those maggot peoples. By the way, the maggot peoples are the children of Rosaria. Or at least that's as I understand it. There's some context clues to why that would be true. So, now we come to here, which leads us to another door. And this door is the one that was locked in the beginning, which was stopping us from just going straight into the Cathedral of the Deep. And you'll remember out here, down there's the Grave Warden and the shortcut and all the Leechmen and that stuff there and the Giant's Tree. So yeah, now we're out here. That's why I love this level so much. It's so well interconnected, or this area. It's so well interconnected. Right, so I actually think this is a really good stopping point. Next episode is not the boss, although we now have access to the boss. Next episode we'll probably be tackling the two giants that are in here and trying to murder them and get their stuff, which will be fun. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.